Okay. It's time to actually finish this. Yesterday we did an 8-hour stream where we were so close to finishing it. But unfortunately day 7 has 2 parts. I was also dying a lot because the recommended level for everything is over 40. So what I have done off stream is grind gear, pins, as well as level. So I'm level 41 at the moment, which should be fine for us to continue. So I don't want to keep playing in easy mode. That's stupid. And we're gonna finish this game in this stream. So here's our loadout at the moment. I'm making Nagi be more defensive as well as Shurka based on their pins. And I've got Neku, Beat, Fret, and Rendo all attack based. We still have Nagi using our heal pin that heals all of our HP. We've got a new pin that we found at Jupiter of the Monkey called Fuchin, where Fuchin originally was fire element but changed to wind upon evolution. We've got Born of Stormy Skies still on Fret. We've got this still on Beat. Yeah, we got this on Beat still, which is Aspect of Truth, which is same as the pin that I showed before, but Dark Element, and it shoots cards instead. We've got Shoki using a water trap pin now, and we've got Neku using Frosty Friendship. Dynamite darts explodes after all of them have been hit, shoots quite a few of them. But now it's gonna save because of all the progress I've done off stream. Haven't saved yet. We are now back on normal mode. I did some grinding on the hard mode, which lived up to its name, but now it's time to change our fate. Hopefully we can hopefully this changes the future and everyone does not get eaten by weird noise birds. Is my microphone even on OBS? It is, cool. Our future change.
Good. Everything's in place. We're gonna save the city for sure.
Hopefully.
Any minute now.
Not but to wait.
Ain't no telling what's gonna happen, yo.
Brace yourselves.
Rebo?
Well, well, you kids are on your best behavior, I see. Ha! Took a little extra time to get ready, eh, Rindo? And look at you, Sheba. Listening to your new master. I always appreciated your obedience. Made things real easy for me.
We're about to make them quite difficult.
Oh, it's too late for that. You's already lost. Your fate was sealed the second this pipsqueak turned back time. You see, that noise is born from temporal distortion. Distortion created when you turn a what-if hypothetical into will-be history. And all the cognitive energy from the would-have-been history gets replaced with a brand new set of thoughts. But you see, now that old cognitive energy's got nowhere to go. It's just waste. Waste that multiplies every single time you turn back the clock.
Oh.
If you thought that noise gave yous a good beating the last time around, just wait till you see it now. You kids are in for a whole world of hurt.
Really?
I ain't hearing all that noise. Only one who's in for a world of hurt is you.
Yeah, Gramps. What he said.
Meh, talk is cheap.
Dog is cheap.
The figured hour is fast approaching.
That was not my booty, that was my chair.
Come on, Rindo. Let's do this.
Adjusting it to get nice and comfortable.
There's no way I'm letting a slime ball like him erase this city.
Yeah. Our city isn't going anywhere.
Count it down with me, kids. 10.
Why?
9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
Why?
Come on out.
And again.
So, what do you kids feel like playing with today? How's about this one?
Ready? Yeah, let's do this.
I'm gonna fight the noise this time.
Okay, fine. Guess I'll put you out of your misery.
It's game time, yo.
Holy shit.
Follow me, yo. Nice work.
You ready?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be too hard. Oh, there's a bunch of them now.
How grotesque. 'Tis nothing short of a high-tier terror. Yeah,
Oh, it's turned into
something like
a
that.
big noise.
I'd hate to see what else they can turn into.
They turn into all sorts of different kinds of noise. Alright, so we gotta take care of these little ones first. The frog noise. Yeah.
It's over.
We're nearly at 300%.
Gonna blow you away.
Come on, over here.
There we go. Ah,
Let's keep it going.
do the thing.
Yeah.
Shit, turn to the elephant one. I should have saved my 300% for it.
Closet watching.
The elephant one's actually infuriating to deal with.
Over here. That was awesome! I was pretty great, wasn't I?
Go, go, go.
Right on
Keep going,
time.
keep going, keep going.
Leave it to me, yo. Whoa,
Good
whoa,
enough.
It's over.
Shit. Good.
You ready?
whoa. Yeah.
Another one bites the dust.
It's not gonna be over though, is it?
That's not so bad, right?
And we got pins leveled up as well. Still leveling up. Okay. $10 so far so good, no deaths.
I don't know what else to do. They won't die.
I concur. They're badly overpowered.
Was all this really for nothing?
Not be. A Shiba.
These are far tougher than the ones I created. I can't even erase them. How's it looking, Hishima?
Inauspicious, I'm afraid.
Ishma.
Just hang on!
Worry about the others, not me. Though I fear it may already be too late. Glad we could reconnect, old friend.
Aw.
Your fatuity never fails to make me smile.
Ishima.
No!
Shiba.
Curse these noise!
Go back in time again, it's just gonna cause even more of them to appear.
Shiba's gone. So's Hishima.
Yo, phones! If we sync up, maybe we can...
Beat!
Don't sweat, yo! I ain't going down that easy! Hey, Nagi! Fred! You good?
Not at all! Help me!
Brett.
Fret!
No.
Nagi.
Nagi!
Damn it!
These things are beyond us. There's gotta be another way.
This ain't good!
Beat.
Beat!
No. Neku.
Ah!
Beat. Neku.
Shoki and
They're gone.
Shoki and Rindo, the last ones.
Neku, Beat, Nagi, Fret, all of them. And turning back time would just make the noise even stronger, wouldn't it? Rindo? Rindo!
Shoki.
Ah!
Shoka!
This really sucks, you know.
No. Come on.
And here I was, thinking we could finally play together in person.
She is Swallow.
Vango. The new update ought to be
No!
out by now, right?
How do you even know that?
Because we've been playing together for ages.
She is
Didn't
Swallow.
mean to
My
go
theory
AWOL
was
on you,
always
though.
true.
My bad.
No.
Does that mean you?
I'm sorry I never replied to you.
No.
After I left the Reapers, they suspended my account. away. Later.
No!
Well, well. And then there was one.
Eat my ass, old man. What do you do?
Shit.
Oh, you won't be needing that anymore. The game's over, kid. And now, so Shibuya!
What's that? Something just killed Kubo. Who did that? Just happened.
What was that? Huh? What happened?
Is that Joshua?
Oh, excuse me.
It's okay. Did we just bump into each other? No way. Oh. No way! I'm home. I'm back in the RG. But how? Wait. Hold on a sec. Oh no. Where's Fred?
No.
He's gone.
That's not a chapter end. The Last Day Part 3. There's
I'm the
gotta
only
be a
one who made
happy
it home.
ending.
My chat app's back to the way it was before the game started, except for the fact that Fred isn't in it. Nobody from school remembers him, and he's missing from my contacts. Same with Nagi, and Beat, and Neku. Everyone. They're just gone.
Oh,
Shuka too. Even her alt's gone. Like it never existed. There's thousands of people around me, and yet I'm all alone. I thought that if I went back in time, I could save the city. And technically I did. Just not the way I wanted to. Was everything I did all for nothing?
no. Rindo.
Hey, friend. Hey, friend.
Is that Joshua?
Man, it's a real concrete jungle out there, wouldn't you say?
What?
You know, wild.
I... I don't know.
I see. Well, to be completely honest with you, neither do I. It's my first time here, and I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. Think you could show me around, friend?
I'm, a bit busy here.
If earlier's better, I could take us back an hour or two.
What did he just say?
I'm kidding. If only.
Yeah.
But seriously, if you could spare a sec, I'd love to get a taste of your life here.
Sorry, who are you?
Oh, me? Hazuki Mikagi.
No, it's not Joshua. You another angel?
Call me Haz. So, where do we start? Lead the way, friend.
What's this guy's deal? Is he a player?
That crosswalk looks like a promising place to begin. To me, at least. What do you think?
Something feels off here.
It has a tour of Shibuya.
Uh-huh.
It's not in a party or anything, he just exists. Oh, and I can't, I just tried to instinctively push B to like do the beat speed thing. Who is this dude?
Say, friend.
Why do you know someone special to you? Miss them when they're gone, and to help them when they're in trouble. I'll take us. People of cats? No, just people. In case lead the way, sure. Who is this dude? With that attack he did, it makes me think that he's like Joshua levels of strength. Maybe he's an angel like Kubo. What do you think? What about you, friend? What about me? How do you feel about feelings? Whatever, I guess. Or are you more of a guy who needs to know him kind of guy? Don't go that far. I don't know. It's a bit rather check concept. Okay, by the way, Yellow didn't call my earlier. Maybe Tower Records perhaps let to get a closer look. I hit my words about my mouth, friend. I don't like how he keeps referring to me as friend. I don't like this guy. Say, friend, what does respect mean to you? Never get much thought. Don't have someone you admire? Not really. How interesting. What's respect mean to me? There's gotta be some criteria. You're very difficult to communicate. Say what's your rank, if you know. Vodka is Spain Hill. Okay. I moved too quickly in this chat. Spain Hill, I guess. Kubo's dead. Shiba's dead. Miyashida's dead. Shoki's dead. Brett's dead. Beat's dead. Neku's dead. And Nagi's dead.
Well. Interesting. Say, friend.
Against friend. And speaking about this, no instinct platform. So if you don't mind, like just a little bit more. I'm going to use it as my tour guide. What's this guy's deal? What's your motive?
Interesting.
Concerns me if he wants me to go to the back streets of Utagawa. They're gonna shoot me. To know where the one at Udogawa, at the back of Udogawa.
Haven't you seen enough?
Not yet. I want to see what makes this city so great.
I mean, if you haven't seen it already.
Fair enough.
And it's not like we're having a stimulating conversation either. What's the point? Well, I'm pretty drained. I think I'll call it a day.
Okay, Rendo.
Never told him his name.
How does he know my name?
But while I've got you, I should take this chance to apologize.
For what?
For Kubo. He's a real piece of work.
Also, he is an angel.
Kubo.
Yeah.
Wait. Kubo?
You see, I originally sent him to Shinjuku. He was tasked with cleansing the city, and he completed his mission.
Cleansing? What, like a janitor?
The thing is, he didn't stop there. He got a little overzealous and tried to cleanse Shibuya too. He's always been something of an overachiever. I've taken care of him though, so I hope you can forgive me.
Taken care of him? How? Oh, hold on. Who the hell are you?
Hazuki. But please, call me Haz.
That's not what I mean. Who are you that you made Kubo destroy Shinjuku and then erased him for overstepping?
Well, not destroy, cleanse. And I didn't erase him, I exorcised him.
Like a
What?
demon?
As I said, Kubo crossed a line, and for that I wish to apologize. I have punished him, and erased his noise, and even kept this city of yours from harm.
That light. He really was the one who stopped Kubo back there.
No, is he
Although
God?
I must say, I probably wouldn't have come here otherwise. Tell me, Rendo, what is it that you like so much about this city? What makes it so special? Why fight so hard to protect it?
I don't know. Doesn't feel very special right now. Definitely not compared to how it felt before, at least. Honestly, I can't think of a single thing I like about this city anymore.
I don't get it. You went through all that trouble. Seems to me like you got what you wanted.
I guess I did. I thought I did. But this Shibuya isn't the one I fought for. It's different.
I see. How about this? What if you could turn back time and try again? Would you do it? Or are you content to leave things as they are?
Why do you ask?
Take a look at that pin of yours.
He fixed it.
You can go back if you wish. Everything will return to the way it was, including the noise. Once the time strikes, it'll emerge stronger than before. And when it does, you and your friends will have to erase it yourselves.
Just us?
Yep, you're on your own this time. I've already done what I can to make amends for what happened here. Any more, and then I'd be the one overstepping.
Is Haz a good guy or a bad guy?
This is it. I've got one last chance to get it right. If I don't, then Shibuya gets erased for good. Hell, I might even end up right back where I started. I saved so many innocent people, only to put their lives on the line again.
It's listening to my
And what
thoughts.
do we do about that noise? If we were barely hanging on before, then there's no way we stand a chance now.
If I were you, I wouldn't bother turning back time even if I could. It's too risky. That said, I also don't understand what about this city makes it so special, but you do. And if you think that something is truly worth fighting for, then perhaps turning back time and trying again is worth the risk after all.
Maybe.
Shibuya's already been fated for destruction once before, a fate undone by the very power available to you now. In that sense, it's safe to say the decision is yours.
I can't decide just like that.
Well, if you won't decide, I guess I will.
What?
We'll just leave things the way they are now. That feels appropriate. The city is safe, as are its citizens.
Wait a sec.
You now stand between two planes, life and death. When you're ready, pitch that pin and you'll return to the RG for good. I should probably head back myself. My work here's done after all. Thanks again for the tour. See you, Rindo.
Wait! Has, wait!
What's up?
I made my decision. I'm doing it. I'm going back. This time, I'm gonna save the city and my friends. Without them, all of this means nothing. Shibuya isn't special without them here!
Uh-huh.
Thanks for fixing the pin, and for giving me another chance. I won't waste it. I promise.
I hope you don't. As I said, the decision is yours. But with that decision comes responsibility. You've decided to once again expose this city to the threat of erasure, and to that end, you're now responsible for protecting this city from harm once more.
I will. I promise.
Only time will tell. I'll be watching.
He was an angel.
Thanks, Has. No one's getting erased this time. Neither is the city. Just hang in there. Together, we'll change our fate.
Yeah, Rindo. Only if you have Shibuya or my friends. Let's get that happy ending, boys.
Shibuya's on the verge of destruction.
What the?
But I won't let that happen. The whole city! It's getting erased. I won't let that be our future.
Greetings, sheeple of Shibuya! Got some red-hot news for you. The final day is finally upon us. Shibuya's day of reckoning has come!
Can't turn back now, even if I wanted to. Gotta make it count.
Well, this is it. You ready?
Yeah.
Think so.
As do I.
Listen, I've got to tell you all something.
Okay.
You see, I'm here because I turned back time.
Oh? Does that mean we didn't make it?
You didn't. But I wasn't gonna accept that. Saving the city doesn't mean a thing if there's no one here to enjoy it with. So we're gonna save Shibuya, and nobody's getting erased this time.
In other words, some among us were erased last time?
Yeah, unfortunately. Which is exactly why I decided to come back. And believe me, I'm really glad that I did. But the real fight is still ahead. And this time, it's gonna be even tougher.
How come? Am I forgetting a special Reaper rule or something?
The noise that spawns when you turn back time, that's the real threat.
Right. It grows stronger every time I use my powers. Which means coming back here made it even worse.
Who the hell would come up with something so whack, yo?
Kubo would.
Who?
Oh, right. You haven't had the pleasure.
Hold your phone, yo. Ubo?
I've no recollection of that name.
What?
Was he one of your guys?
Kubo doesn't
No.
exist?
At least I don't think so. Although, I
What the
feel like
hell?
I know that name somehow.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, I think I do too.
Nobody remembers who Kubo is. Nobody except me, but why? Although, I guess I forgot too, technically. Wait, Kubo?
I didn't erase him. I exorcised him.
So that's what he meant by exorcised. He removed Kubo from this world entirely. How am I supposed to explain that?
You okay there?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Well, hopefully we can avoid this bad future you saw.
Not just bad. It was the worst. If we want to succeed, we'll need all the help we can get. Just gotta think it through. Plan it all out. And team up to take him down.
Him? You mean Kubo?
Yeah, it's not about Shibuya or Shinjuku anymore. The game's over.
So what is it about?
The Executor. He's not here anymore, but he's our real enemy. It's all of us against his noise.
Okay. If you say so, it must be true. I'm with you.
Good.
We got this.
What to do?
On a way to
We're
change our
going
fate. Beat mentions Rhyme. Maybe Rhyme's gonna play some sort of key to this shit. I guess I have Toki. Don't remember what happened here. Make sure I continue to be rude. Oh, you two now. Cool. That's right, his sister's Rhyme. Still can't believe she hacked her way into the RNS. She has some pretty nice skills to manage that. Wait, wasn't Kai the one who designed the RNS?
Huh?
Yeah? Why? So I thought, do you hear me? I'm just waiting to send someone. Listen, Kai's waiting for Rhyme.
Beat!
It's your sister texting you, Rhyme, right? What? How the hell do you... Oh, right, Future. Yeah, isn't she the one responsible for hacking the RNS? What? Wait, fracking? No, not that. I mean, yeah, she might have done that. Damn. She didn't give me all the details. She just told me she's in.
Seriously?
And she's saying she's finna meet with the development or something. Sounds sketchy to me, so I just told her not to, yeah. We may be able to offer some assistance, and if we are to save the city, we'll need all the help we can find. Beat? Because I still wants to meet up with Kai. For real, yo? Yeah, for real. I'm pretty sure they're trying to devise a plan to save Shibuya. For real? For real? Yeah, Kai's been waiting for Ryan for a while now. He mentioned how she's got incredible powers, and how he needs her help in order to save the city. I mean, she is pretty powerful. I already told her to stay away, man. Her and Shiki both told him it's too dangerous here.
Right.
You're not entirely wrong. Even if they did make it, who's gonna protect them? They got noise tolerance and shit. I ain't finna put them in harm's way. Yo, not again. She told me she just arrived at the station. Dang, that was fast. She said she's on her way to Udagawa, yo. Can we at least get someone to escort her there? Someone in the area? Near the station? Actually, we're gonna meet Coco at Tower Records later. Pixie chick? Calm down, she's on our side now. Spent enough time with her back in Shinjuku to know. Alright, you say so, man. Let me ask her. Must be pretty dependable if she's earned Neka's trust. It's more likely that she trusts him, which is why he can ask a favor as such.
Perhaps.
Were we to attempt the same, we would be doubtless dismissed by a laugh and a bye-bye. So I believe. Okay. A little cajoling, but she's in. Told her to take round to meet Kai. Why is he making her walk all the way to Udagawa, yo? You gotta at least meet her somewhere closer like Dogonzaka. I'm gonna have to tell him to meet her halfway instead. Okay. Well, we met up with Kai at Udagawa, and now he and Raima set to rendezvous at Dogonzaka. Means we should head there next.
We'll change our fate.
I wonder if you can do change our fate early. Get like an early game over. They made it to Dogonzaka. Ram and Kai should have met up by now. Just gotta find them.
Let's move.
Yes, she is. She's all grown up now. Look at her. Beep.
Rhyme.
Look at her. Whoa, hold on a sec. That's Beat's sister? She's all grown up now. She ain't a midget anymore.
Fascinating.
Mine. She's trying to say, yo. Hello there. Hey, there's Ryan. Hey, Ryan. Name's Tosai Furusa, but my friends call me Fred. And my name is Raimu Bito. You can call me Ryan. And you two must be Rindo and Nagi, I presume.
Hi.
That's me.
Well met.
Nice to meet you. I'm only by 4 of you. Where are Neku and Shoka? Right here. Yeah, how come you ain't acting like you can't see him? Actually, I don't think she can. You all are still alive, but not us. Me and him as part of the Yuji now. I can't see Coco or Kai either. I guess sending messages through Reaper Creeper. And Kai just texts me like always. Reaper Creeper? A definition game in which a coin moves across a piece of paper of its own accord. Oh, like one of his Ouija boards or whatever.
Gross.
You've got a lot of nerve asking a favor at a time like this. I'm a super busy lady, you know. No, I'm sorry.
Bye now.
Sorry, Shmori. You're lucky I'd do just about anything to save Shibuya. Anyway, latest. Hi there, Rindo. Ryan and I were hard at work analyzing our foe. Discovered some strange entities lurking in Shibuya. Entities bearing an eerie resemblance to our own spiritual energies. Yeah, about that. Names of the noise that spawned when I used my powers. More of them appeared each time I turned back a clock. I'm pretty sure even more will appear next time we face them. All signs point to yes, unfortunately. Our data should be the only information that exists here. There seems there's corrupted data hidden throughout the city. It is thus now our job to get that data under control. How do we do that?
Hey.
Are you talking with Kai? I don't know if I would call what we found corrupted data like he does. Whatever it is, there sure is a whole lot of it. That's what we're up against? Afraid so. As it stands, we're sorely outnumbered.
Can't be.
Which suggests our odds on success are non-existent. Well, Kai and I are going to try to brainstorm a way to get rid of some of the data. 2 heads are better than 1 after all. Meantime, we'll need to recruit as many people to help us as you can. Well prepared is well armed, as we say. Who's there, yo? Your take is most impressive. Hey, Neku? Hey, Rhyme. Not like she can hear me. Hey, you hear phones just now? No, unfortunately. But I can kind of tell what he's saying from the look on your face. What a relief that you two managed to find each other. Once this is all over, we'll bring you back to life lickety-split. Sure. Here's hoping. I know Shiki can't wait to see you either. You better not let her down, okay? I won't. Said he won't, yo.
Yeah.
I know. So Ryan and Kai are gonna come out of the way to erase the noise, and it's our job to find people who can help us fight back. Who can we ask? Sheba, I guess? What if the game's already big ass, but convincing to team up too? Now that'll be tough. It's funny. I never thought I'd have a Reaper asking me for help. Nor did I imagine an Archie dweller could infiltrate the RNS. Bleh. You've certainly proven yourself a force to be reckoned with. It'd be foolish of me not to request your aid. You say so. But still, you're full of surprises. You'd think a Reaper would be so eager to help my brother in this team, let alone go so far as to stand up against a Game Master. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes. If I realize my dream of digitally archiving every possible phenomenon. One heck of a dream. Your assistance in data analysis has been invaluable. You think we managed to explain even this phenomenon? But there is still work to be done in regards to Shinjuku, though nothing is left of it but data. Eventually, the allure of examining Shibuya's unique vibes. Wish for nothing more than to continue analyzing and archiving as much data as possible. You're with us then. Indeed I am. I'm glad. I hope your dream comes true. Hey, thanks Ryan. Now let's get to work, shall we? Oh yeah.
Let me think this through.
Where's that new guy? Oh, cool. How can I unlock her? That doesn't... Why? Where's that other guy? It said that Haz was added to my socials. There he is. Oh. Why can't I unlock her? Weird.
How's this look?
Pretty slick, huh?
Fully equipped.
I look pretty sick.
How do I look?
Not my style, but hey.
We're going again.
I need to talk to Hiroshima again.
Quay?
Is that
Greetings.
It talks about something, suggests just something's rather unpleasant. We receive word from Shibuya Reapers asking to spend the game. Has the situation changed? Sort of, you see a turn back again, time again. It means your plan was unsuccessful. With my persuasive powers sufficient change to keep his mind. I know he actually did a great job. The thing is, it wasn't enough. We're gonna need you to convince him to join our cause. Wipe the tall order. I know, but do you think you can give it one more try? Technically speaking, this will be my first attempt. I'll try, but enlisting his aid will doubtless be difficult. Think so? Yeah, I'm not seeing him cooperate once in all the years I've known him. No, I jest. Actually, what could it be timing? Yet, while I may be able to persuade him to halt his actions, persuading him to change his actions is completely another beast entirely. I were only able to imprint a new idea in that stubborn head of his. That would certainly make things easier. He could find someone to show him the error of his ways, and perhaps there's his hope yet. But who could do that? Tsugumi. Presumably, she's been at his side longer than most. Fortunately, however, I have no idea where you might find her now. Gogo should be keeping us safe somewhere. Not sure how much help she'll be given Mr. Bu's current state. Try reaching out to Coco. Oh, what is it? Yeah, tell us. I need your help, Rindo. But with what? When we asked Coco to escort Ryan to her meeting with Kai, Coco just happened to be in the area. The reason she was there is because she was waiting for Shiki. Shiki, isn't she that friend of yours? Sure. Yeah, the one who brought Mr. Mew to life. I think Coco was going to take Shiki to Sugami and have her fix it all. you can get her to do that, then Sugumi should be free from her plushie prison, which means you might be able to ask her for help. If Koga's not there anymore, she'll have to go take Ram to see Kai. Maybe we can find someone else to keep Ram safe. Maybe we should head back to Toki Plaza and start looking there.
We'll change our fate.
Who can we send besides Coco? If Coco is going to be meeting up with Shiki, I wonder if we'll finally get to Shiki's face. I know we saw her before, but we only saw her torso and her bag and her green dress. Wait, beat. Sister Ram's coming to meet Kai. We've been working together to analyze the noise, like trying to give us a fighting chance. There he is? Wait, how the hell do you know about my sister? Alright, future. Ellie and I know about we need your sister's help. That's the only way we'll be able to erase the noise. She's supposed to meet with Kai, someone to Misaka. To find someone who can escort her there, keep her safe. First, you don't have to come back here. It ain't about what I think no more. It's bigger than that. Tell because that's how serious he's acting, man. What do you need to tell her? You got somebody lined up to keep her safe or what? I can ask, is available right now. Uzuki. Yes, do you know Beat's sister Rhyme? Rhyme Obito sounds unfamiliar. Well, she has arrived at Shibuya Station. She's trying to meet with Kai and Dogenzaka. Would you be able to take her there? In a sec. You guys have other things to do, right? Please, Shibuya's fate depends on this. You're saying the sea is going to be erased if I don't help? Yeah. Fine, I don't get it, but I'll do it. Some station Dogenzaka, right? Hey, over from Cat Street now. Should be there soon. Thank you so much. Let her know I'm on my way at least. Will do. Okay, he said she's on her way to pick up Rhyme. Alright. I'll tell Rhyme to stay put then, yo. You. Let's take care of Ram and Kai. Leave the noise relay brainstorming to them. Shiki should be able to go get repair Mr. Mew, which will allow Hishima to get in touch with Sugumi. Just hope this works. So where am I going then? So we're gonna tell Hishima to go talk with Sugumi, and then we're gonna go talk with Sugumi? Back at Tipsy Toes Hall again. Wonder if Sugumi is finally free. Hope she's okay. She'll be fine. She's got Mr. Mew's creator on her side. What's up?
Huh?
Nothing else. Just thinking about that creator. You're the one who started getting there too, right? I love that stuff, so I thought it might be kind of cool to meet them. Whatever. Yeah, totally. Jonaku can introduce you once this is all over. Yeah, totally. Shiba. 3 years ago, he said he wanted to take Shinjuku to new heights. Some heights those turned out to be. Was he lying to us? Leave him, all the Shinjuku Reapers did. So we fought for change against the status quo and against the Game Master. For what? So this Kubo guy could get his way? This pisses me off. Huh? What? Didn't say anything. This whole situation sucks. But Shinjuku didn't get destroyed. I would have never bent window. Come on, we gotta keep going. We're just gonna turn out okay. She loves Rindo. She loves him. Kissy kissy face. Everything? Well, if you say so. Ishima. Hey, is that? Ishima, okay. On my arm. You do me a favor. I was ready to dodge you, but taste my witty sense of humor. You get one of those. Get to the point, dummy. You see, the guy trying to rush Shibuya, he's gone. He? Remember re-providing a Kubo, do you? Can't say that I do. Didn't think so. Let me explain.
Unsurprising.
Sound like Hishima the Heartless, don't I? If the epithet fits. Then go be so suddenly I'm willing to cooperate. At least said so yourself. Convince Shiba to change his ways, it's Sugumi, not you. And I'd say it again now based on what I've heard. But do you know where she is? I think she's stuck. What? She hasn't been freed yet, she's still stuck inside. But how? Reka just messaged me. She's keeping Sugumi safe in a cafe on Cat Street. But she can't bring Shiki in to help on account of all the noise nearby. I don't think Karya can handle them all by himself. Damn. I forgot Karya was on his own. He doesn't have Uzuki to help him out anymore, but maybe we can step in to help instead. Or we can fight with the plague noise now, so let's do it. Alright, back on Cat Street. Izzy went to go take Ram over to Togenzaka, which means Curry is posted here by himself. But he's still on the mend after what Shiva's noise did to him, so he's going to need our help and quick.
Let's move.
Let's give him a hand. Well, are we finally going to be able to meet Shiki?
How's it hanging, wicked twisters?
Hey, Karya.
So, the rumors are true. You really are back, phones.
In the flesh. You holding up okay?
I've been better, man. Those noise really did a number on me. Wish Uzuki could have stuck around to lend a hand, but it is what it is.
And what it is teeming with noise.
Yeah, something funny about that cafe. It's drawing in noise like flies to a lollipop. No rest for the wicked, I guess.
Please, let us help.
Can't say no to an offer like that.
Okay, I can do this. We got this.
Holy shit, that's a lot. Go. I don't know if it's the ice that we're weak against or if it's the wind.
Well done.
There's a wolf. Let's sort those out first. Come on. That was not what I wanted.
Wow, am I good or what?
You sure are. Feel the breeze.
I guess that did something anyway.
Let's turn up the volume, yo.
Well done.
Oh yeah, we win.
Easy. We have good synergy about pins.
I feel like we deserve better.
Shut the fuck up.
The noise are nigh innumerable.
She's right, and we don't exactly have all day here. We've got to convince Shiba to help us before it's too late. There's got to be something we can do to stop the noise. But what? What can we do?
What's the matter, Zeptograms?
Is he helping now? No.
You having trouble calculating the distortion?
You gonna help us?
Mr. Minami?
Or you gonna be an asshole?
Crunch!
It's actually helping.
Well, well. Looks like you took Taboo to a whole new level.
You! What you doing here, Pieface?
Just came to check my figures. See what that little variable I integrated can really do, you know?
Unfortunately, I don't. But does this mean we can leave the noise to you?
Hold up, phones!
Listen, we need to go see Shiba as soon as possible. What do you say? Can you lend us a hand here? For Shibuya's sake?
The only sake that interests me is my own.
All the more reason to help us then. I know you've got your sights set on the city.
Quay?
And you can't take over if it gets erased.
I'm on to you, Zeptogram. You manipulated time again, didn't you? And that trash you made was too tough to handle. So, am I right?
Yeah. Actually, you're spot on.
But I'm doing everything I can to save the city and us.
I've already factorized the garbage you created. Turns out, it's a product of the rejected cognitive energy of souls lost to time. And that energy keeps multiplying.
Huh? Wait a sec. Didn't that Kubo guy say something like that before?
All the cognitive energy from that would-have-been history gets replaced with a brand new set of thoughts. But now that old cognitive energy's got nowhere to go. It's just waste.
That's why it's going
All
garbage.
that energy is stored right here, inside this pin. Every time I changed our fate, that noise grew stronger. And now, it's so strong we don't stand a chance against it.
Your odds of winning are close to zero, but not equivalent.
How so?
If you align similar figures to the original soul's coordinates, you can overwrite them.
Overwrite how?
By taking the cognitive trash you created with that pin, and replacing all those lost souls with the living souls of Shibuya. But in order to do that, you'll need to awaken the people's consciousness.
What do you mean?
Can't beat that trash while Shibuya's still inoperative. I'll leave the rest of the calculations to you.
So it's not impossible, but it's pretty damn close.
Rindo.
How are we supposed to awaken the people's consciousness? Maybe Kaye will know what to do. I'm sure he and Rhyme will be able to come up with something. Beat! Sup? Can you relay all that stuff Minamimoto just said to Rhyme? She and Kaye might be able to come up with a way to suppress the noise.
Oh, for sure. You got it, man. So, what the hell did Pieface say exactly?
How about this? I'll talk, you type.
Okay, all that's left is convincing Shiba to help. Minamimoto's got the noise at the cafe under control, which means Tsugumi should be freed soon enough. Everything's gonna work out. I'm gonna make sure it does, no matter what.
We got this.
Man, time travel sure sounds slick. Even if it's not without its downsides. Gotta say though, I'm surprised. You never struck me as the advice-giving type of guy.
I'm not in it for them. The only equation I'm interested in solving is my own.
He's a real character, that one. But hey, guess I can't complain as long as he's on our side.
Exactly. Where's Shiki? Let me meet Shiki. Where is she?
We'll change our fate.
No! You're joking. You're joking. Please no. Has an autosave as well, doesn't it? Please. Oh.
We're going again.
Oh. That fucking triggered me. Thank God for autosave. And how many times have I done this now? It's so very stronger than I think back that. Yeah? You okay there? Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm not fine that. You've been on edge all day, like you're fighting for your life. You're not wrong. I don't want to get erased, and I don't want anyone else to get erased either. Do everything I can to make sure that doesn't happen. Good. If Kubo doesn't exist, then how's the noise gonna get activated?
Hishima. Hey.
Well met, wicked twisters.
Listen, we need your help.
You sound as if you've rehearsed that line.
I've definitely said it before.
I had a feeling. A sensation not unlike deja vu. Even though you've changed the course of fate, it seems a portion of my previous consciousness has remained intact. You appear troubled.
It's just, those memories will combine with others like it to become an enormous noise. That's what we're up against.
I see.
And if we want to stand a chance, we'll need all the help we can get, including yours and Shiba's. Do you think you can convince him to lend us a hand?
I can't object to someone more prescient than myself, though Shiba is not easily persuaded.
Yeah, you mentioned that before. You said Tsugumi could help.
Well, now she's finally free, which means you should be able to get a hold of her now. Mind giving it a try?
You want Tsugumi and I to ask Shiba to lend us his strength?
It's the only way. Please.
Very well. None among us desires Shibuya's destruction. I shall do what I can to assist you in your plight.
Thank you. I'll see you at the crossing then.
We go to Dogen's now. Kishimi and Tsugumi should be able to get Shiba on our side. To leave the noise, no, it'll be fine. Ram and Kai will figure something out. So no, they will.
We'll change
Let's go visit
fate.
them. Ram should have met up by now. Better go check in with them. Sure they've come up with something, right? Hope it's not too late.
Let's move.
It's Rhyme.
Beat.
Rhyme.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a sec. That's Beat's sister?
Good to see you two.
Wait, you know her, Rin dude?
Hi there, I'm Rhyme Obito, but you can call me Rhyme.
Oh, well, I'm Tosai Furusawa, but you can call me Fred.
Fred, and you must be Nagi. Which would make you Rindo, right? Thanks for reaching out. I think I got what Minamimoto was saying.
Good. So, were you able to come up with anything?
Wait, that man? What's he got to do with this?
Well, he's not exactly cooperating with us. But he did provide us with a little intel about the noise we're up against. It's made from the lost souls left behind when I turn back time.
If you align similar figures to the original soul's coordinates, you can overwrite them. By taking the cognitive trash you created with that pin, and replacing all those lost souls with the living souls of Shibuya.
So those lost souls are the corrupted data we've identified. But if we can tap into the souls that exist in this timeline, we should be able to use them to erase all that excess data.
Yet his radiance sounded less than optimistic. He said we must first awaken the people's collective consciousness.
Yeah, Shibuya syndrome has really thrown a wrench into things.
Indeed. The people's souls have been sapped of their energy. They may not give much help in their current state. That said, human souls are known to regenerate on their own. Time heals all wounds, as Rhyme would say.
Exactly. So long as the affected souls remain intact, we should be able to aid their recovery and get them to lend us their strength. Let's see. We've got Fret and Nagi, then Neku. Beat can... well, he can provide backup.
What you trying to say?
And Neku's strong, so he should be at the center of the network.
Does that make it a Neku work?
One could say that.
What do you
Neku
think,
work.
Kae? Exactly. You know, maybe this will work after all. So, Rindo,
Yeah?
if we combine all our powers together, I think we might just have a fighting chance here.
You really think so?
I do, and I've dubbed this plan Operation Awakening. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, but what is it?
Well, Neku uses his powers to sync up with everyone in Shibuya.
All of them?
Yep, then Nagi uses her powers to open their minds.
Tis a daunting task.
And that's when you come in, Fred. You're gonna get them excited.
How exactly?
By using your powers to remind people of the joy they felt here in Shibuya. Right now, they've forgotten the thrill of life. But you're gonna help them all remember. Kaye and I will help too. But we've gotta get ready. We'll catch up with you later.
Okay, great. Thanks, Rhyme. See you in a
Interesting.
bit.
That everyone's powers except Beats and Shoki's are gonna play purpose. Oh, now we can access Rhyme. Saying I could before, but now no, will let me. And Beat drop on both Foreigner and Shoka. Neku and Rindo. Rindo and Shoka. Neku and Beat. What about Fret and Rindo and Fret and Nagi? Or Rindo and Nagi? Probably doesn't exist. So these are all side quests. Those hidden ones. Oh, hang on, not those ones yet. So there's 2 more characters we haven't met yet.
We're going again.
Okay, Sugima, Hishima, and I are gonna have to talk with Shiba now. Hopefully we're able to easily resolve this. First we gotta talk some sense to Shiba. We do what again? Did you even read what Kai sent us? I think he's gonna sync up with everyone in Shibuya from the crossing. Tsugumi sent out a vision to awaken those air conduits from up on top of 104. She'll leave their minds ready for Nagi to open. When she does that, Fred can send out one big reminder to the whole city. Word. So what does you back up in defense? Reaper is taking care of the noise yet. Right. Yeah, and once we have Shiba on our side, we'll split up and work from there. I'm sure of the feasibility of this plan. If we don't fees it, Shibuya is toast. The whole city's counting on us. That's right. Sound noise prowling about the city. Perfect. It's kind of the whole swallow thing too. You're most welcome, it was my pleasure. Just wanted to thank you while I still can. If it wasn't for the account you made for me, I'd probably still be friendless and alone, but I'm not anymore. Happy for you, it's wonderful to see you finally learn to open up. Yes. It always struck me as profoundly lonely, and you were so cold others wanted to help somehow. I thought since you struggle with face-to-face communication, why not try a digital medium, and it appears to have worked. Aw. Then, incidentally, if you stay as a Reaper, I'll be able to return your Swallow account to you. Thanks, but no thanks. You certain? Yeah, let's do this. Let's do it. Alright, dickhead.
Well, look who it is. My favorite sheeple.
Shiba, listen.
Tsugumi? And you.
Why's the red around her eyes going?
Not to mention the motley crew standing behind you.
We need your help. Please.
Is that really you in there?
She's as real as she's ever been. Someone sealed her soul inside that doll, and now she's finally free.
What a pleasant surprise. In any case, the game is still afoot. I'd appreciate it if you stayed out of my way.
Perhaps you haven't heard, but the rules have been revised. I'd be mortified if I were caught abiding by outdated protocol.
Never thought I'd see the day when you'd be offering me advice. But go on. Enlighten me. What have I missed? Who had the audacity to revise the rules to my game without my permission?
His name is Kubo. Do you remember?
Kubo?
Kubo.
He's a player. No, a Reaper.
Was a Reaper, but he got erased.
What did he do?
He gave you new powers. Named you the Executor.
Hang on. How do you know about all that? And moreover, why is it that I can't remember?
Because Kubo was exorcised in the future.
Exorcised?
Removed from existence entirely. From the UG, the RG, even from your memories. Even though he was running the game with you this whole time. Kubo may be gone, but his rules are still in play. He's made sure this game will end in total chaos.
And why should I believe you?
Because I was one of his pawns too. He used us to erase Shibuya.
Which is precisely what I desire as well.
No, you don't. I've seen the future and you don't survive. You get swallowed up by the noise just like he planned.
He used you to erase Shinjuku. That's the reason Kubo approached you in the first place. I have reason to believe he may have been an angel sent to destroy the city.
An angel?
Assuming he was, everything begins to make sense. He hid among the shadows, granting you the powers that would help him erase Shinjuku. Then, he donned the guise of a Reaper, and began to monitor those of us who survived.
Kaie and Susukichi immediately noticed a change in your demeanor. They suspected foul play and sought to uncover the truth. Sadly, their efforts proved futile, as would any opposition toward a being of the higher plane.
So you're saying I was some sort of puppet? Made to dance by this charlatan?
Precisely. How exhausting it must have been to have your strings pulled for 3-4 years.
Damn, he ain't really much of a people person, huh?
Never has been.
You left your friends behind in your single-minded lust for power.
What are you talking about? You left me behind!
I may have.
You did, and the rest followed.
Because they were worried about you. I heard their hearts crying out in pain. Kaie, Susukichi, Ayano, and Shoka. Even Hishima. None of them could bear to look at the monster you'd become. And ever since you received those new powers, you shut me out. You stopped listening.
Well, can you blame me? You kept showing me those depressing visions. I couldn't let myself get distracted by them.
Then allow me to show you the truth you've been ignoring. The hour of reckoning is drawing near. Just once, I need you to see what cruel fate awaits us.
All of us. That means you too. I know. I lived through it.
Shiba, open your heart to me.
You can see it. Ishima. Oki. Himself.
What is that bird?
It's an enormous amalgam of noise. One that grows stronger whenever I turn back time. Kubo, set a timer. And when it runs out, the noise will emerge from this pin to devour us all. We have to stop it. But we're going to need your help.
And what, pray tell, will become of my game?
Is that all you can think of in our hour of need?
You misunderstand. I'll gladly help you take care of the noise created by this Kubo. My concern lies with what happens after the battle is won.
Fine. If it's a fight you want, then I'm game.
Level 1.
Then it's time for a pestilent resurgence!
You mean...
The plague. It eats through planar boundaries. That noise will be nothing. Besides, that abhorrent angel was kind enough to bless me with these powers. Shouldn't let him burn a hole in my pocket.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Seriously, thanks.
But if we are to stand a chance, we'll need to turn the heat up higher than ever before.
Yeah.
Hishima, Tsugumi, lend me a hand. I need you to rouse the citizens of Shibuya from their stupor, light them up, and set their souls ablaze!
Yeah.
Welcome back, old friend.
It's funny. I haven't felt a fever like this in years.
Ooh.
Now let's get out there and burn this game to the ground.
Oh, so he doesn't care about the game anymore. Let's do this.
We'll change our fate.
It's time. The end game is here.
Time to reawaken Shibuya's imagination.
Do it.
Everybody ready?
Squad.
God's willing.
You can do it, Nagi.
Just breathe. We got this, boss.
Yeah.
I'm all fired up. Take care of Tsugumi, will you, friend?
I shall ease the burden on her psyche. You just focus on listening to their voices.
Great. Thank you, Hishima. I'll make sure their cries are heard. You can count on me.
And I'll reach out to Ryan.
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
I don't know, Rhyme. You sure you can handle this, yo?
She can.
Yep, no need to worry about me.
She got this.
Man, I still can't believe you came all the way out here, yo. Just look at you, all ready to save the city and shit.
Aren't you proud of me?
I'd be prouder if I wasn't so worried about you.
I know. But see, I made it. Safe and sound.
And sound.
All that worrying for nothing.
Hey, can it, phones?
Wait, is Neku here too?
Yep.
I guess you're still in between worlds, while Neku's been completely confined to the UG. Rhyme! Sorry for the wait.
Shiki?
No worries, Shiki. You're just in time.
Show me.
Oh, Beat.
Oh my god.
I'm so glad you're okay.
She's adorable. You finally get to meet her. Well, Neku can't see his girlfriend.
Wait. He's here, isn't he?
Look at her.
Yep, right over there.
You mean you can see him?
See him, talk to him, smack him on the head if I want.
Aww.
You finally came back to us. I knew you would.
Yeah.
Neku, I don't know if you can see me right now, but I'm so glad you're here.
Aww.
Shiki. I can see you just fine. And soon, you'll be able to see me too.
You want me to translate, yo?
Don't worry about it. We'll see each other later.
Oh, I just got a message from Kaie. Everyone, sync up with Neku's consciousness. Lend him your strength.
Been doing it for years, yo.
Okay, we should be fine, theoretically. But it's a lot of stress on Neku. I'm worried about him.
He can do it.
Don't be.
Said he'll be fine, yo.
Tell him he'd better be.
Aww. The squad. The OGs.
Commence Operation Awakening.
This doesn't explain why Coco resurrected Minamimoto. Yeah, that's still one question that hasn't been answered. There's like a lot of questions that have been answered in this game from the first one. Coco resurrecting Minamimoto is not one of those questions that has been answered.
Here we go.
Do it.
Focus.
Well, look at that. People are finally waking up around here.
Welcome back, girl. Kind of feels like the fog's starting to lift for me, too.
Oh, you've still got a long ways to go. Try a little harder, will ya?
Aye, aye. Never thought I'd say this. But I think it's time for me to get to work.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Can somebody explain how I got roped into this frickin' mess? This is like literally the worst. I know I'm irresistibly adorable, but can't you all just buzz off?
You got me murder. We're gonna get answers to my other question.
07734.
Ew. Hey, don't just spout off numbers and walk away, you jerk!
07734.
As long as he's doing his job. You better do yours too, Neku.
Hey, you good, Bones?
Neku? What's happening? Is everything alright?
Yeah. Tell her I'm fine.
Says to tell you he's good.
Well, we haven't got much time left.
Come on, Nikki. Joshua?
Need a hand there, partner?
Josh?
He's all grown up.
Pris, kid?
No one invited me to this little reunion, so I invited myself. I must say, this is quite the impressive scheme you've devised.
This doesn't sound like Joshua's original BA.
Stick around and observe.
Not at all, partner. Okay. Get ready, guys.
It's all of the OGs.
The fated hour is almost upon us. What happens next is anyone's guess.
Come on, Nago.
Tis ceaseless. Thoughts stream into my head, one after the other. Fair and foul alike. Whoa, are you okay?
Stay strong, Nagi!
It appears she's predisposed to absorbing negative imagination.
Huh? I feel fine.
Glad to be of service. I
What did she do?
rechanneled that depressive energy outward,
Emotional redirection.
in a sense.
Those noise keep multiplying. Kaie, Sugumi, Hishima, let's go lend the boss a hand. We'll keep the noise at bay. You just do what you gotta do.
Understood. I shall do my utmost.
You can do it, Nagi.
Open thy minds unto me, and pardon the intrusion!
Do it!
Fret!
No, you 10-4, good
Nagi
buddy.
managed to dive inside!
Do it, do it,
You're up!
do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Roger that, buddy!
10-4, good buddy. Yeah, Fred. You can do it.
Time for a reminder.
You can do it, Fred.
Come on!
Whoa. What? Oh, there's all the old souls. What?
It's time.
Yo, Rindo!
Beat, Neku! Nice work out there, you guys.
The once soundless city is silent no more. The people's voices are returning to the crossing.
Huh. Sounds like Shibuya's already looking a lot better from their side.
We should be all set to intercept the noise. Remember, they're just mindless thoughts. Let's show them what Shibuya's made of.
Yeah, any minute now.
You sure we can win?
We have to. Can't play Fango if we don't.
Fango?
She's shocked that he knows.
Uh-huh. Whatever keeps you motivated, I guess.
And
Right on time.
Damn! How the hell did they all fit inside that pin, man?
magic.
Look skyward.
What's happening?
Uh-oh.
It looks like they're fighting or something.
They're fighting.
Those souls lost to time are trying to take control, but Shibuya's fighting back.
Whoa. Did they win?
Stopped.
All that still ain't enough?
No, but it was enough to give us a good head start.
Oh no.
I think I see something.
What is it? Noise?
A bird?
Phoenix? Oh shit.
Sure is gaudy.
All those noise came back and merged into one, like
Holy
some
shit.
nefarious phoenix.
Nefarious Phoenix, you got that right.
Come on.
We got this.
Let's erase this noise for good.
Yeah. Holy shit. That's big. Let's go.
We've got this. Let's keep it going. You alright?
That's a relief.
Keep going. We're on a roll. Get a grip, yo. I got this.
Oh, there's one behind us.
Nice one.
That was sick. Get going. Get going.
This is the end. I can feel it. Let's go shield on it now.
Now, am I good or what?
You sure are.
Nice one.
That was sick. Feel the breeze.
Going somewhere.
Not bad, yo.
That one's fucked up as well. Look out.
Hang on. We must involve this.
All right.
Keep it going.
Got it. Not bad, yo.
There's only gonna be like the first phase, isn't it?
Going somewhere.
Much better done yet. It's over. Feel the freeze.
Go.
Nice work, Fred.
Good.
It's showtime.
A lot of tails it has. The big part now. Get him. Look out, look out, look out.
Back in it.
Doing it again. Go. Come on. Come on. Go, go, go.
Let's keep it going. We've got this.
Going now. Guess we gotta take care of this cause. Look out. Go, 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 go.
Did you see that?
I did, and
Let's go roar again. There we go. We'll go right this time. Look out.
Nice work, Fred.
Dodge, dodge, dodge. One back. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't die now, don't die now, don't die now. Not now, not now, not now. Not now, not now, not now, not now, not now. Please, not now. Come on. We're so close. Come on. Don't die now. Come on, we're so close. No, 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 no. No. Alright. Let's not waste the 300% on these tail things.
Let's turn up the volume, yo. Let's keep it going.
Swap.
I got this.
I can tell.
Red. Swap.
Give it to me, yo.
I'm impressed.
We've got this.
Come on, over here.
Come on, hang in there. Thanks for the assist.
Nice one.
Perfecto.
Battle's not yet over. We mustn't falter.
Keep going. So far, so good. Let's keep it going. Feel the breeze.
Everyone down.
Come on, over here. Good enough.
Shit, look out.
Keep it together. Keep going. How's that?
Going somewhere.
We're on a roll.
I'm gonna have to.
You ready?
I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
Cause I need that heal up. We just have to hope to get that 300% or somehow survive this till the end. Go, 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 go.
I got you. That was great.
Come on, come on, come on. Alright. Let's go.
Just keep it going. Worms for brains.
Okay, PES 3. They're different colors this time. Pretty sure it was red last time. Let's just do it. We're fucked. We're not gonna win this. We're gonna suffer. Hit. Brought us back. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Dodge it. Dodge it. What the fuck is going on? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, come on, you're so close, come on. Come on. Shit. Dodge it, dodge it, dodge it. Go, go. Why is it not targeted? No. Come on. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, we're so close. Come on, come on, come on. No, 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 no. It's only like a sliver of health. We gotta do it. We can do it. Come on. We got this. We got this. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, 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 come on.
Pretty good.
His HP was down again. That's not fucking. His footage was enough. We got that last sliver. But before we got that last sliver, somehow we got fucking sniped. This is fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
Nice
Swap.
Good enough.
Swap.
Keep it up, Fred. Will do. Beat buddy. It's over. Got it. We're on a roll.
Come on.
Hang in there. Leave it to me, yo. Let's keep it going.
That was pretty good.
I learned from the best.
Look out.
Going somewhere?
Good one, kitty girl.
No, big.
Feel the breeze. Perfect timing.
Good enough. Come on.
Follow me, yo.
Not bad.
So far, so good.
Let's keep it going.
You're surprisingly helpful.
Hell yeah, I am.
Come on. Over here.
Did you see that?
I did. And? Anyways.
That was great.
Duh.
How's that? Let's keep it going.
So we didn't use the 300% for that one. We need to save it if we really need the HP. This is a run. This is the run. Third attempt. It would have been the second attempt if we weren't bullshit. If we did not get bullshitted.
That was pretty good.
Do it, do it, do it. Not risking that. And one of health we just lost. Go. We can maybe bypass this entire phase. Ooh. Oh, we didn't bypass it. We could have. Let's do this.
Got it. Nice one, dude.
Fight on indeed.
Come on. Over here. Going somewhere.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. This is the fucking one. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Oh, it's not done, is it?
Is it over?
No.
Did we beat it?
Did we?
Is victory ours at last?
Is it? Doesn't feel like it.
Hold up. Something ain't right.
You're right. Look.
What's that?
What in the world is it doing?
I am so ready for this to be over.
Well, it ain't over yet.
What the fuck?
Oh, seriously?
Risen from the ashes. Is it immortal?
Different this time,
I don't
though.
think so. Let's finish this.
For real! Just keep hitting it till it stays down, yo!
Oh, fuck.
Move, y'all! Get out of the way!
We must weather this storm!
Just gotta
These
wait for an
beats
opening.
thing.
Well, we haven't got all day here.
We gotta wait till we get 300%, don't we?
Is it over?
Nope.
Not yet. Now's our time to strike back. Feel the breeze.
It's nulling. Not working. Look out.
Come on, over here.
Keep saying no. Oh, we attack its chaos.
Let's keep it going. It's over.
Come on, over here.
Go.
Warms the brains. Well, that's a relief.
Feeling better already.
That was great.
I don't want to have to do that all over again. Please don't make. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Shit. Look out for bird thing. Look out. Shit. Come on, get me 300%, please.
It's all my fault. For turning back time.
What are you talking about, Rin, dude? None of us would even be here if it weren't for you.
Yeah. Good point. No. How could we lose?
I'm gonna have to make it easy. I thought I'd be able to do this on normal. I even did grinding. I did prep for this entire thing. And it just isn't going to plan.
Nice work, Take this, yo.
Come on, over here.
We've got this. Yes, got it.
Good enough.
Feel the breeze.
Going somewhere.
just not too wild. It's over! Yes, got it! Not bad, yo. Did you see me just now?
Wasn't watching.
Let's turn up the volume, yo! Let's keep it going!
The battle is not yet over.
We've got this. Perfecto! Gonna blow away!
You face, motherfucking son of a bitch.
Follow me, yo! Copy that! Perfect timing! Not bad, yo! Freeze! Keep it up, B! I got you!
Thanks for the assist.
That's what I'm here for.
Let's go, Bird Brain.
Perfecto! That was sick! It's showtime!
Finish it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Fucking close. Oh, we did do it. My thumb hurts.
Is it over?
No, Fred. No, Endo, it's not over.
Did we beat it?
No,
Is victory ours at last?
no.
Hold up. Something ain't right.
You're right. Look.
What in the world is it doing?
Why could we
I am
not
so
squash it?
ready for this to be over.
Well, it ain't over yet.
Oh, seriously?
Risen from the ashes.
Is it immortal?
I don't think so. Let's finish this.
For real. Just keep hitting it till it stays down, yo. Move, y'all! Get out of the way!
We must weather this storm!
Just gotta wait for an opening.
Well, we haven't got all day here. Is it over? Not yet. Now's our time to strike back. Let's turn up the volume, yo.
It's all my fault.
That's one thing down.
What are you talking about, Rin,
Run.
dude? None of us would even be here if it weren't for you.
Yeah. Good point.
Keep it up, Fred. Will do. Beat buddy. Back in it. We've got this.
Next.
That went pretty well.
All thanks to me. Each feather
Another down.
a step closer to victory.
It's working.
Do it.
We shan't rest until its fate is sealed.
It's not aiming at anything. There we go, feathers. Didn't even do what I wanted to do. I redacted its feathers. Oh, again. How many feathers do we have left? A lot. We're only taking out 4 of them. Okay.
Follow me, yo! Perfect timing! Damn!
It's 5 down.
This thing any tougher, yo?
My bad.
Hey, quit apologizing and start attacking!
Okay.
Come on, change your target. It's not changing targets. Why? That's the target I want.
We're almost
Keep doing
there.
that.
Everybody ready? I am. It's my responsibility to make things right. Rando. This city isn't going anywhere. Good. Let's go.
7. What's it doing? Uh-oh. What's it doing? Big attack. Shit.
Going somewhere? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Well, that's a relief.
Get down that feather.
Die already!
Another feather down.
Just a little more. We've got this. Don't let up now.
I ain't laying up.
Gotta say, Rindo, you sure have changed.
Huh?
Yeah, you're finally making your own decisions.
Hell yeah, I am.
How was that?
Right on time. Leave it to me.
Good enough.
Don't let your guard down.
There should be one more feather.
Onward, soldiers!
Almost there.
Oh, 2 more. I don't want the bird. Where's its feather? There it is.
Follow me, yo! Perfecta! That was sick!
Protecting its last feather. There it is.
I think this is it.
It is! So don't screw it up!
Let's finish it. The fuck? Do it. It's the end for you, bird brain. Fucking die, you piece of shit. Die, fucker, die, fucker, die, fucker, die, fucker, die, fucker, die, fucker, die, fucker. Die, fucker. Do it, Fred. Come on, Fred. Nagi. Yeah. Beat my boy. Die, fucker. Come on.
We're gonna take back this city.
Spirit bomb. X L L R Z R. Come on. Oh, the Grievous is going over 300. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Go, you can do it. 999. Did it. Kill this phoenix. I want its head on the platter. It's gone. We erased it. We did it. Please don't make me fight Sheba. Let's just say game's over, yeah? Is this a real one? Noise erased. C. I don't care. Did we finally beat it? Did we do this? Did we do it?
We did it.
My fucking thumb hurts.
Gone.
From smashing A so
Seriously? Like,
rapidly.
did we actually beat that thing?
yeah,
Damn right we did.
we did it.
Dude! Come on, don't cry, boss!
No, let her cry.
Well, Rindo, it worked.
Yeah,
We did
thanks
it.
to you. I'm just glad it's finally over.
We did it.
Me too.
What about the game?
Ah, yes, we still haven't declared a winner.
Sheba, no.
Sheba. Seriously?
I must say, I was heated for our final showdown.
I believe we let Sheba live.
And I can only speak for myself here. But I'm not fit to fight at this point. I'm all burnt out.
You and me both.
Technically speaking, you have beaten me once before.
Yeah.
But there isn't much sizzle in a victory by default.
Don't tell me you want to play another round.
In case you didn't hear me the first time, I'm all burnt out.
Since he's lost.
Let's just call it a draw. This time.
Oh.
I hadn't given much thought to what to do in this situation, but I suppose that means it's game over. In other words, we're done here, everyone.
Just like that? What are we supposed to do?
Go home, back to the RG. Toss that pin and you're all set. You'll be home before you know it.
The pin's normal now.
What about you, Shoka? I'll let you rejoin our ranks, if you so desire.
Huh?
Why
Why
do
would
it?
she do that?
Where else would she go if not back to Shinjuku with us?
Back to the RG with us?
She couldn't even if she wanted to. It's one of our rules back in Shinjuku.
Hmm?
Once you're stripped of your title as a Reaper, you're out for good.
Oh.
So you wait. And when the game finally reaches its conclusion, you face erasure.
No.
What?
That's the rule. She knew what she was doing when she joined your team.
Is that true?
No. Let Shoka come to the
If you
RG.
wish to rejoin the Reapers, then I'll give you till the end of the day. The decision is yours.
Damn. Sounds like you don't really have a choice here.
Is this where Joshua comes in?
Says who?
Sheba, you heard him?
Well, what if I don't want to go back? I'm sick of being a Reaper.
So you just disappear?
Pretty much. I've made my peace.
What the hell?
Oh.
Why didn't you say something?
Didn't know I was obligated to. Be happy. The game's over. You got what you wanted.
It's exclusively a Shinjuku rule?
I wanted to play with you.
Vango, we were gonna play.
Since when?
You're Swallow, aren't you? You told me right before I turned back time. You've been there for me longer than I realized. I get that the game has to end. But our friendship doesn't have to.
Well, you got me. In my big mouth. Listen, Rindo. If I return to the Reapers, I'll be stuck playing that dumb game forever. And I won't be able to see you. Not in person, at least. And that would really suck.
What if Rindo became a
It's
Reaper?
been fun. And I'm glad we got to talk like this. You make a pretty good partner.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Joshua! Save the day, Joshi.
Huh?
Who are you?
The conductor.
The name's Yoshia Kiryu. But
He's a
mother and
conductor,
father
isn't he?
call me Joshua. I suppose you can call me Joshua too.
Can we help you?
No, but perhaps I can help you. You may not know this, but I'm Shibuya's
Composer. That's what it was.
The composer?
So you write music
No,
or something?
he's like the game master's master's master.
What say we celebrate this chance encounter with a little game?
What kind of game?
Shoka!
Where is she?
What did you do to her?
I put her back on the street with the other stray cats. Find her, and you win.
She could be anywhere.
Good luck finding that anywhere, Rindo.
So, is the game not over? Shibuya chapter end. Or is this what the post game is? Now what? Like to search for
All
her?
I'm saying is I totes deserve a long vacation after this. I mean, I risked like a literal frick ton of noise.
You're not the only one who busted their ass out there. Could have earned a nice promotion for myself if I'd kept track of all the points I racked up.
Lol.
Even you pulled your weight out there, Math Man. Gotta say, I'm looking forward to having you back on the team.
Huh. Don't try to integrate me with you garbage reapers.
Excuse you? Who are you calling garbage, you overgrown adolescent?
I'm trying to solve a bigger system of equations here. Those Shinjuku Reapers didn't factor into my calculations, but they did help reveal a hidden variable. The composer. Time to run some figures.
Is that number cruncher really trying to become the next composer? If so, he should work on his delivery. Less math for starters.
Why does he want to be Joshua?
Best to just let him do his thing, girl.
Actually, I'd high-key prefer if he, like, didn't do his own thing. He should, like, listen to his master.
Huh! Since when did he have a master?
Since I ever so graciously brought him back to life.
Oh.
Which means he owes me a super-de-duper big favor or two. And I'm totes gonna make sure he pays me back. Or he'll face super-de-duper big consequences.
Good luck to her.
Oh, that's
She'll
one
need it.
question I had.
There's no way he's taking orders from anyone. But enough chit-chat. It's time to get back to work.
You really went above and beyond, girl. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought you really did have a promotion on the line.
If only. All that hard work, and nothing to show for it but utter exhaustion. I think it's time I took a vacation.
How's about a bowl of ramen to kick things off?
Your treat?
My pleasure.
Then count
Ooh.
me in. Slurping noodles by myself was getting pretty boring anyway.
Oh.
I know the feeling.
Nice work, Neku. I knew I could count on you.
Count on me to break free, you mean? After you lock me up?
Oh.
I saved you. You're welcome, by the way. I didn't trust that Reaper. So when she shot you, I sent you to Shinjuku as a precautionary measure.
I appreciate your concern.
Oh, that's how I ended there.
But I think we both know you had an ulterior motive.
Well, aren't you the super sleuth? I'll admit, I wanted to make sure you kept my secrets to yourself.
Didn't give me much choice.
My sincerest apologies. I should have known I could trust you, dear partner.
Oh, brother.
Although, I did worry dealing with the Executor might have been too tall an order.
You mean that Kubo guy?
Indeed, I had vowed to intervene if things took a turn for the worse. But you all seem to handle things on your own just fine.
Hey, Josh.
Yes?
Can I go home now? To the RG?
You mean you don't have your sights set on staying here, becoming composer?
Can't say that I do.
He wants Joshua. He wanted Neku to be the composer.
Very well then. One good turn deserves another, as they say. Let's not keep her waiting any longer.
Shiki. Shiki wants her mans. Yoshaya, Joshua Q.
Wait, Shiba, where are you going?
Sugumi.
The Shibuya Reapers said they'd let us stay. Aren't you going to take them up on their offer?
No, I'm going back.
But why?
Because it burns me up getting played like that.
Let's
I
go back
can't
to
let that be
Shinjuku.
my legacy. It's my fault Shinjuku's in ruins. I ought to be the one who starts rebuilding it.
Oh.
I chose to bring about Shinjuku's destruction. It's only fair that I then take responsibility for the decision I made. And to that end, I suppose I also owe a few folks an apology.
In that case, is it alright if I go with you?
Oh.
What? Don't you prefer it here?
I admit it isn't bad, but there's no place like home, right? And if you're going to restore things to the way they were, then I want to help.
You're too kind.
Allow me to join you.
Those three the last
No one
Shinjuku
knows
Reapers
quite how to
anyway.
snuff out my flame like you, old friend. Care to stomp on my embers too, while you're at it?
And sully the soles of my shoes? I think not. You've chosen to run from the city you once ruled. I needn't embarrass you further. That said, if you seek to restore Shinjuku to its former glory, then I cannot stand idly by.
Nor can I.
Oh, he is
I
gonna
got
go
down
back.
on Shinjuku. That should help us start rebooting the city.
I forgot he's a Shinjuku Reaper.
I suppose I could use the company.
A simple word of thanks would have sufficed.
You'll get your thanks once you've earned it.
Thanks for everything, Shibuya. See you again someday.
I hope not.
Yo, Ryan. Why you ain't gone home yet?
Come on, let me live a little beat. All study and no play makes Rhyme an overworked girl. Not to mention how worried I was when you disappeared. I spent all my waking hours trying to find you, and all my not waking hours asleep at my PC. Don't you think I deserve to take a load off for once?
I don't see no load around here. But you right. Gotta have some fun once in a while, yo.
Hey, Beat.
Cheeky.
Sup, Shiki? Any luck?
Not yet. I don't think he's back yet.
Don't sweat. Phones is a man of his word, yo. He'll be back in no time. And if he ain't, then I'ma give Priskid a piece of my mind.
Josh better watch out. I'm sure Neku's fine, but I still worry. I guess I just need to see him with my own eyes. You know?
Yeah, I feel you. But hey, you'll know him when you see him, huh?
Hey there.
Hello.
Sure is some lovely weather we're having, isn't it?
Someone's hitting on Beat.
Sure is.
Oh no. Oh, not on Beat, on Rhyme. Get him beat.
Hate to spend such a nice day all by myself.
Excuse me a sec, yo.
Okay, but don't start any trouble.
Is Neku gonna show up and give her a hug?
Any minute now, right?
I can't believe Shiki was able to
He
start
should
her
be
own
able to
business.
spot me, thanks to this little guy. Every morning I tell myself, today will be the day, but I'm always wrong.
There he is.
Not today. Right.
I finally get to meet.
Neku.
Hey. Sorry it took me so long.
It's okay. Waiting wasn't so bad. All that matters is that you're here now.
No.
Thanks.
I'm so happy you're back, Neku.
Me too.
They finally get to meet face to face. I'm happy for them. They got cucked at the end of the last game.
Feels pretty good. You know what I mean?
I think so.
Right? Man, I missed this.
Did we find
The
Shoki?
hustle and bustle of the city. It's good to be back.
Yeah.
Dude, I started playing Alestra.
That game Nagi's obsessed with?
Yep. There's this guy, the one who looks like Mr. Minami. He keeps smiling at me.
Lucky you.
But like, I kinda wanna see where it goes, you know?
You sounded invested.
Enough to keep playing a little more, and enough to satisfy boss. She wants a progress report.
Progress
Or
report.
practice, she says.
As I said, Lord Tosai, Illustra is more than a mere game. 'Tis a veritable tome of truths about the nature of human communication. One that teaches us serenity in the face of an overzealous opponent, or perseverance in the face of an onslaught of abandonment.
Guess she thinks it'll help make me a better communicator.
Let's hope.
Well, I'm stuffed. Catch you tomorrow?
Sounds good. Hmm?
Oh,
Hey,
Shoki.
there's a cactuar on the crossing. Guess I'd better go catch it before it runs off.
Do you get to meet Shoki again because of this?
And got him. I would message you. But you've been offline for over a month.
It's been a month since he put her on the... Oh.
And I haven't seen you since that guy made you disappear. Haven't even heard from you. The game's been over for weeks now. And the only trace left of you is this old account. You don't even show up in my contacts anymore.
No.
I just want to talk like we used to, but there's no way to reach you. There's so much I wanted to say.
Hmm.
And now I'll never get the chance to tell you any of it.
Really? Please tell me he gets to reunite with her. There she is.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
They're reunited.
Rindo?
Huh?
It's you, right?
Shoka?
Hug her.
Oh, careful.
Hug her. Do it.
Still adjusting to life on the other side. Normally, I'd just pass right through people.
You're here, in the RG.
In the flesh, which is, you know, another new adjustment. Guess I'm a bit of a slow learner.
Where's she been staying for the past
hell?
couple of weeks?
You should have said something. I could have helped.
Yeah, you could have helped by not ignoring my friend requests.
Huh?
I got locked out of my accounts, including my alt, and I made a new one so we could be friends. But
Aww.
somebody didn't check his inbox.
No way.
He's an idiot.
Fango 2.
Seriously?
Tango
Oh,
2.
shit.
Unfortunately, I'm back at level 1. So
Aw.
lend me a hand, okay?
Aww.
What?
No, it's nothing.
I'm happy for them. I'm happy they're back together.
Got a
And
nut
not
kit I
getting
can give
cucked
you.
like Neku.
Oh, sweet! Guess it's official now, Rendo.
What?
We're finally friends.
Aww. I'm so glad they didn't do what happened at the end of the last game and cucked Neku and Shiki from meeting in the real world. I like that. I like that ending. Wait, it's mainly because they didn't cuck the main character, like in the last game. I know I've said that a couple times now, but I'm so happy that everyone's got a happy ending, even Neku and Shiki. I could see them making a third game by using the angels again, but I don't think the main characters of the first game would make a reappearance if they made a third game. We've been streaming for over 2 hours. I'm gonna mute my microphone and just let the credits play. The world ends with you near. I know at the end of the last game it changed to say the world starts with you. The world begins with you, I mean. So now what? Is there a post? Oh, Neku's on the front now. Is there a post game like in the first game? Another day. You have finished the story, but is your collection complete? Dig through each day to uncover secret reports. Who knows what surprise wait if you collect them all. Okay, another day, special side story is set in an alternate universe. You know what? Before we do another day, I'm gonna jump back and do all the missing side quests. Because that was my plan. It's like the end, when finishing a week, we would jump back to the previous week and collect everything we missed. Apparently we didn't do that in the first week. Oh, that's a pig noise I was talking about. Oh, I did do that in the first week. So in the first week I completed all of the side quests. But in the second week I did not complete all the side quests. I missed a lot. So that's what we're gonna do. It really was 3 parts. Wow. Well, the video is gonna be, this video that will be on YouTube will just be part 2 and 3, but it'll be called part 2. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna complete everything as extra videos. We'll do them as extra streams as well, and we'll do another day as well. Thank you guys for coming on this adventure with me. We'll see you guys when we do the side quests and the post game. Bye.